Alright guys, I'm going to do my weekly what sold video. It's going to be a little bit different if you are normally coming to my channel because I am not going to have time to edit in all of my sales. I took a long time to edit my video for Sunday and now it is Friday morning and we need to get ready to go to a volleyball tournament in Missouri. So I need to just film this video and I will put it out there, but you can still hear everything that I'm selling. I'll try to be descriptive when I'm talking about what it is since you can't see the pictures and you're just going to have to trust me that what I say it sold for, that it actually sold for. So if you're new here, my name's Heather and I am a full-time reseller. I live in Council Bluffs in Iowa and I thrift, sorry, I have an apple skin in my teeth. I thrift mostly in Nebraska, over in Omaha across the river because there's just way more thrift stores. I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and Facebook Marketplace. I use the free app called Crosslist Magic, I think, or it could be called Magic Crosslister. I always forget. It's a Chrome extension, and I use that for free to cross-list all of my items. And then I use Posher VA in order to share my items for me daily and send out offers for me along with other features. So if you're interested in Posher VA, you can use my code. All of that information is down below. And you can get signed up. It's super great. I remember when I first started reselling, I was like manually sharing my items like literally all day long on my phone. I wasted so much time, so it is worth it for me to pay a certain price a month to share my items. I get close to 10,000 shares as I can, and then it sends out offers within a few minutes of someone liking it. So amazing features on there. Okay, we're gonna get into the sales that I had this week on my different platforms, and this is from the week of September 29th to October 6th. So we are officially into October. That is exciting, except I'm not ready for the cold. I hate being cold. Ugh. Okay, let's go. eBay, I sold these pair of Figs pants yesterday. These were in a size extra small. They were the Zamora Jogger. So the Zamora Jogger are the ones that are tapered in the bottom, and they tend to do better for me rather than the straight leg style. They sold for $20. Next was a St. John tank top. I got this at a local consignment store from a sale rack. It was a size medium yellow wrap style top, kind of more looks like business, career, stuff like that they normally sell, and that sold for $30. I sold this Marnie tank top pretty quickly. If you didn't watch that video, it was the video I uploaded just recently, I think on Tuesday maybe. And it was one of the ThreadUp designer boxes, which I haven't gotten in a really, really long time, but I got some pretty good things in there. A little bit of a disappointment also, but this was one of the things. So this Marnie tank top sold for $25 pretty quickly. Comps were only around $25 to $35 for most of their tank tops, so I went ahead and took that fast sale. Next were a pair of Keen men's sandals. These sold super quick on eBay in under 24 hours. They were just a pair of brown leather sandals. I didn't even bother looking up the style name. I just used all of my own keywords. They were like decently worn too, but they still sold super fast for $30, so happy with that. Next were a pair of AG Adriano Goldschmied jeans. These also sold fairly quickly. These were the Aubrey skinny straight jeans in a size 30. I didn't have them very long, maybe a couple of days, and they sold for $30. I sold this fresh produce top. So I haven't sold this brand hardly at all, but someone said that it can do well in plus size, so I figured I would try it. This one was in a size 3X, and it had like flower print all over, oversized long sleeve, like button-up style, and that sold for $20. Next were a pair of Free People pants. These were a pair of size small, white high-rise, like wide leg knit pants. They were getting lots of attention from all of my platforms, but nobody was making offers. This person finally offered $20, so I went ahead and took that. Next were a pair of Eileen Fisher boots. These were like a sock boot style. They were gray, just like a pull-on with a little bit of a block heel and a size 8.5. I picked these up at a local Goodwill for I think $6 or $8, and they sold super quick in under 24 hours for $31. Next I sold these Nike shoes. These were the Vapor Max shoes, women's. I really, really wanted to keep them, but they were like half a size too small. I got them at a local consignment store and I sold them for $80. They did have me, like, it was an automatic authenticity. I haven't really looked into that much because I think it's like something a little bit newer on certain items. So I did have to send it through FedEx. They just gave me a free FedEx label, which was nice. But the annoying thing is that I get all of my packages picked up by my USPS person, so I had to take this to drop it off, but whatever. I got it sold, and that was a great sale. Okay, next are a pair of Athleta size 8 navy blue Brooklyn ankle joggers. I just picked these up as well, so I'm having some really quick sales lately on a lot of items. These sold for $31. This Ibex shirt also sold quickly, and it was a size large. Ibex is a big bolo. It's got that little like deer logo, so you'll see that in the tag and probably somewhere on the item as well. It's usually merino wool, kind of like a base layer or just like an outdoor type of brand. This one sold for $40 super fast. Next were a pair of men's Teva sandals. These were in a size 11. They were the Forbay sandals. That was the style name, and they sold for $40. I sold this Talbot's size 12 black wool sweater blazer. So kind of felt like a sweatshirt-y, but it was a blazer style. And that sold for $31. Next were a pair of men's Nike shoes. These were size 11, Stefan Janoski Zoom Floral. So they kind of looked like a low top skater type shoe, and they sold for $45. I sold this Lululemon short sleeve gray crop top. I got this off of a new rack from a Goodwill recently, and it sold within a couple of weeks for $25. Next were a pair of Athleta pants. These were an older style, but the pants, rather than leggings, are doing better for me. These were the Wanderer pants, and they were in a size 12 tall, so great size, and they sold for $30. I sold this Torrid Harper red shirt in a size 4X for $20. The Harper style always sells well for me. Next was a Coach purse. This was a mini Hampton tote. It was black with blue and tan. I got this at a local Goodwill out on a new cart. I paid $7 for it, and it sold for $35. Next were a pair of Bombas slippers. So I know that a lot of people know them for their socks, but if you ever find their slippers, they do really well. I only paid $2 or $3 for these. They were the Sunday slippers, Sherpa, navy blue, and they sold for $40. Next was a new with tags Orvis shirt. This possibly could have come from Costco once I got home, but it did sell super fast for $20, so I'm not really mad about that. A Torrid shirt, again, this was in a size 6X. It was the Madison style. Light pink, button-up, long sleeve, sold for $22. Next were a pair of Vionic flats. These were a pair of slip-on navy blue flats in a women's size 11, and those sold for $20. I sold these Viore pants extremely quickly. Keegan, luckily, and a few other people told me the style of these because it wasn't anywhere. I don't think there's really actually that many different styles from Viore. These were a size small, and someone sent me an offer of $55 within like a really short amount of time, so I took that very quick flip. Next was an Eileen Fisher size large organic cotton cashmere blend cardigan sweater that sold for $30. I sold the Zaya Active new with tags gray tank top for only $10. I've had that for quite a long time. I'm not really picking up that brand in hardly anything. I was trying even the plus size leggings, and they are still just sitting for me, so I'm going to be leaving that behind, except for I did get a pair of new with tags leggings the other day. I think some new with tags items can still be good. J. Jill sweater in a size 4X. This was a black V-neck, just a classic pullover sweater, sold for $28. Next was a Kate Spade tote. I picked this up recently at a consignment store. I wasn't sure how quickly it would sell because it was more of a summer type of look. It had fish all over it. Excuse me. And like a blue ombre, but it was super cute and in amazing condition. It did sell for my full asking price of $55. So that's amazing. Next were a pair of new with tags Torrid jeans. These were in a size 18 short, and they were a high-rise straight style. So the straight styles are selling really well for me right now in not any brand, but like the brands that I pick up and any size, I was going to say. These ones sold for $40. Next was a Catherine's shirt. This also sold super quickly. It wasn't a size 5X, and it was a star print. I said it would have been good for 4th of July, but someone apparently still wanted it, and it sold within a day for $20. Next was this American Eagle skirt. This was a maxi skirt. It sold super quickly. It was new with tags. It was the 90s maxi skirt. It had like a big slit down the front, and that sold for $32. And that is it on eBay. So we will move on to Poshmark next. Let me know down below in the comments how your sales have been going. I feel like I had some pretty good ones this week, but then most of the week, but then the last couple of days, it's been kind of slow, like Wednesday, Thursday. So I hope that this like weekend is good. First was a Burberry skirt. I got this at a consignment store a little while ago and I paid up, so I don't think I really made much profit on it. It did sell for $80, which is great. But I just saw some comps that were selling for like a lot more, and so I tried it, but I've had it for quite a while, so I just went ahead and took that offer this morning to start off my Friday sales. Another pair of Figs pants. These were the Yola pants, so those ones are a style that is more of a skinny rather than a straight leg. Those also do well, and they were in a size medium and just like a basic blue color. Those sold for $21. Next were a pair of Levi's size 25 wedgie high-rise straight jeans. They only sold for $13, I think possibly because of the size. I've had those for quite a few months now. J. Crew size small brown and black color block blazer. This was a wool blazer and it was a mid-length, very cute, very classic style, sold for $32. Next were a pair of Joseph Ribkoff pants. So I picked up 2 of these recently. They were in a larger size and they were like a pull-on style. They both sold really fast. These ones sold for $29. They were black with like a little bit of a printed design. Next were a pair of Levi's size 31. They were the low pro mid-rise relaxed straight jeans. So great style, great size. Sold for $25. I sold these Brunello Cucinelli jeans. This is definitely a bolo. They were a white size 12 wide leg pair of jeans and they sold for $50. Next were a pair of Lululemon shorts. These were honestly like old. I feel like they were really old. They were not the cute style that people get nowadays. They were more of like a cottony style, low rise with a cracked logo, and they still sold for $25. So that's great. Next was a Michael Simon sweater. We're having an issue with this because the buyer is trying to tell me after she bought it that she did not realize, I'm not going to edit out these mistakes because I don't have time. She did not realize that it was too small for her, but I was like, oh. But on Poshmark, they don't allow them usually to return for fit, so I really hope that she doesn't lie about something else because it sold for $80. So Michael Simon can be a really big bolo. It had this amazing Thanksgiving print, like pumpkins and I don't even remember what else. Let me look at it. Or let me just show you a picture from my phone. It was so cool. It was like the Pilgrims and Indians and the cabin, and it was just like so amazing. So it sold for $80, but she's trying to say that she didn't see the size it was. Even though it was in the item description, in the title, in the pictures, there was pictures of the measurements. I'm like, ugh. So I hope that doesn't get returned. Next, Athleta Stash Pocket 1X Capris sold for $17. Next was a Jams World dress. This sold very quickly. It wasn't a size extra large, floral. The style was marble fern, so I did say that on the tag inside. That sold for $24. This Clara Sun Woo shirt sold very quickly as well. So the last time I had this brand, it was a pair of red pants, and they also sold quick. When I first saw this, I actually thought it was Sierra, S-I-A, and then I started seeing other people sell it, and I was like, oops. Maybe that's why my other stuff didn't do so good. This was in a size extra large. It was a black with like a leaf print tunic length, and it sold for $20. Next was a bundle for $100, and it was 5 items. A pair of Athleta size 6 gray green wander pants, a Free People size large teal top, a pair of Lululemon size 6 black Wonder Under, a CP Shades medium tan top, and a pair of Athleta size 4 Brooklyn joggers. So I was really happy to make that bundle sale, and I already got a 5-star rating. Next was a pair of Can size 29 curvy ultra high-rise flare jeans that sold for $16. I sold these Mother jeans in a size 26. They were the Looker crop. So I will still pick up Mother jeans. Some of the styles don't sell for as high as they used to, but it's definitely still a strong brand. These ones sold for $34. Next were a pair of Cole Haan shoes. These were men's, size 10.5, wingtip Oxford. They were very lightweight, and they sold for $30. I sold these pair of Democracy jeans extremely quickly. They were in a size 18, and they were the Ab Technology skinny stretch ankle jeans. They sold for $25. I just listed 3 other pairs in a size 14, so we'll see if those sell as well. This Cupcakes and Cashmere sweater sold super quickly. I do not pick up this brand very often, even though it's expensive, but this was just a really great style with fall. It was like a hooded cream V-neck oversized sweater. super soft, and that sold for $29. Next were a pair of Birkenstock sandals, a size 6 women's, extremely worn. They still sold for 20 bucks. I paid $5 for those at a thrift store. I sold these AG Adriano Goldschmied jeans in the style ex-boyfriend slim, and they sold for $17. Next were a pair of Beyond yoga pants. These were in a size medium, ribbed high-rise crop flare. I thought they would do better than this, but I did have them for quite a while, and they sold for $13. Next was a Finley shirt. This was a size medium, blue striped ruffle, oversized top, sold for $19. I sold these Dries Van Noten. I don't know if that's how you say it. Designer brand, very expensive. These were a size 42 navy blue wide leg pants for $38. Next was an Everlane shirt for $6. So that was pathetic. I am not hardly picking up very much Everlane anymore. The basic stuff just does not sell that good. And that is it on Poshmark. So let's move on to Mercari. I have like 10 minutes before we're supposed to leave. So let's hope we can get this going. Okay, Joseph Ribkoff pants. Again, these were tan, pull-on, same style as the other ones. These ones were in a size 16. They sold for $34. I sold a pair of Blondo boots in a size 9. They were a pair of tan suede pull-on Chelsea style boots for $30. Next was a Catherine's coat in a size 3X. I just picked this up, so really glad for a quick sale. It was big and it took up a lot of room. It sold for $47, so be on the lookout for Catherine's coats. Next was a Torrid jean jacket in a size 4X. That sold for $29. I sold these Abercrombie and Fitch jeans in a women's size 30. These were the 90s relaxed high-rise straight, I think. Lots of attention on all of my platforms. They sold for $45.13. I don't know what is going on with Mercari, and all of a sudden I'm getting offers for cents off. Maybe people are using coupons or something. Anyway, that was a great sale. Next were a pair of Hey Dude shoes. These were in a size 10. The Wendy style women's slip-on sold for $24. And then I sold a North Face women's small jacket, just a basic zip-up, and that sold for $22. I think I had 1 or 2 sales on Marketplace, same with Depop, so let me check. I'm going to have to cough, and I can't edit this out, so I'm sorry. I'm like, I literally don't have time. Okay, I sold that Lululemon pink coat. I made a video about it, and it went like, it didn't go viral, but I got a lot of views. It was really cool on a new rack, but I got it home, and there was just like multiple little stains everywhere. That was really hard to see, and I couldn't get them out, so I had to sell it cheaper. I did sell it for $40, so I still made a profit since it was only $8. And then next I sold these pair of Dansko shoes. These were a tan pair of shoes, so not the typical like patent leather ones, but they had like floral print all over. They were actually pretty cute. And they sold for $28. And then I sold a pair of Vionic sandals super quickly on Facebook Marketplace. These were a size 8, and they were the Ellie snakeskin reptile wedge style, and they sold for $28. I have to cough again. I'm so sorry. I don't have any water anywhere. Okay, Depop is the only last place I have, so I just had one sale. It was a vintage Abercrombie and Fitch sweater. It looks like something I probably would wear in the 90s, although I could never shop there in the 90s because I didn't have that much money, and it was very expensive. But it was a really cool vintage sweater, like printed design, and it sold for $20, so that was amazing. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I appreciate all of my viewers and the comments. Even if you're saying things that you don't like, that's okay. You can say that. I won't get offended. Like the one Thrift With Me video, and everybody, actually not everybody, but some people were like, that music was trash. That was too loud. It sounded like I was in a circus. And I was like, so I'm not do that music again. Sorry about that. But sometimes it's going to have to get to a point where I can't please everybody, but I do not get offended if you say things. Unless you talk trash about like my faith or my family, then I'm like, okay, don't be that rude. But if you're just saying like, I didn't like this style or something like that, like I really don't care. So feel free to leave that in comments or message me. I'm very welcome to listening to other people's opinions and things like that. Okay, I'm going to go. We're going to go up to Missouri. Hopefully, I'm going to come home with a gold medal tomorrow. I'll update you guys. Maybe I'll put it on Instagram so you can follow me there. All of that information is down below. Have a great weekend. I hope you have great sales, and I'll see you later. Bye.